Well, hello hyperspace, my name is Davontos and it's time to get hyped because this is some Infinite Warfare gameplay, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret on how to get a ton of salvage when you're playing Infinite Warfare, and the secret is opening supply drops and relying on getting dupes to get your salvage. That's it. So if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan, and as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day! No, I'm just kidding. There's actually a lot of different ways you can get tons of salvage while playing Infinite Warfare. So, the first one is to actually play zombies. Now, what I said in the beginning, you do want to rely on opening supply drops for the salvage because the little technique I'm going to give you guys can give you a ton of salvage. So, you want to first focus on getting a lot of keys. The best way to get keys in Infinite Warfare is to play zombies. I mean, if you're not a fan of zombies, the best game mode to play is Ground War or Domination. So, if you're playing zombies, zombies calculates your amount of keys by how high you make it. I don't mean high like in marijuana and weed. I actually mean high as in the round. Make it to round 10, make it to round 20. The higher rounds you get up to, the more keys you're gonna get. So I've made it to, let's say, like round 22 in Raven Redwoods, and I was rewarded with like 18 keys or something like that. But it doesn't only calculate by how high you make it, it calculates by how many zombies you kill, how well you do, and all that stuff. It all comes into play. So when you're playing zombies and you want a lot of keys, the best thing you want to keep in mind is just survive and get as many kills as possible. The higher you get, the more kills you get, the more keys you are rewarded. So if you're playing multiplayer, it actually goes by the same thing, how many kills you get and how long the match lasts, which is why Domination, Defender, and Ground War are basically the best game modes to do because, well, those last the longest and you can get the most kills there. So, once you get your keys and you want to start opening supply drops, the thing you want to do is just avoid rare supply drops. Now, that's the trick. People think that rare supply drops give you a ton of keys, but that's not the case. What rare supply drops actually do is give you bonus keys. You know, when you open up the rare supply drop, it gives you 3 items. One of them is guaranteed to be a rare, and then you get the bonus keys at the very end. Those bonus keys is a gamble in itself. Now, the trick to this is the bonus keys can be anywhere from 10 to 250. But you never know what you're going to get, and to get the 250 bonus, which is really nice, to get that is very rare. Most of the time I've noticed you've been getting about anywhere from 10 to 50, which isn't really that much. What you want to do is only open common supply drops, and there's a trick to this. So obviously getting 10 keys is a lot faster to getting 30, which means you can constantly open common supply drop after common supply drop, but common supply drops actually have a higher chance of getting epic items than rare supply drops. And I know this because almost every single rare item I have, whether it's a calling card, an emblem, a little keychain that you put in your gun, or a gun itself, like 9 out of 10 of those items I got from common supply drops. And rare supply drops, if you actually think about it, it's guaranteed 1 rare weapon. And if you actually go to the quartermaster or you look at your armory and you look at your keychains and whatnot, the rare stuff isn't really that valuable. Yeah, it's more valuable than common, but you still have legendary and epic that's much higher than rare, meaning that rare isn't really that valuable. So you're doing a ton of work for 30 keys just to get an item that's just slightly more valuable than a common item, and it's not really worth it. On top of that, there's a disappointment when you don't get something you want because for some reason when you open rare supply drops, a lot of people have this like in anticipation, they're like hoping to get something amazing, but they just don't, they keep forgetting that it's just a rare item. It's nothing that valuable. And it's like a play on words, you know, something rare makes it sound like it's amazing, but in Call of Duty terms, it's actually not. You're better off getting common supply drops because not only can you get more, but once you get a lot of common items, which face it, there are a ton of them, when you get those common items again out of common supply drops, you'll be getting you'll be getting salvage for it in return. And this stacks up fairly quickly because you will be getting a lot of common supply drops really quickly because, well, getting 10 keys doesn't really take really long. You'll be getting a ton of common duplicates. In return, you'll be getting a ton of salvage. I know the common duplicates are like 5-10 salvage, but I mean, face it, 3 common items, 5-10 each, you'll be getting about maybe 25 salvage every time you open a drop. You can actually add that with the mission team salvage, which is another way on how to get more salvage. Just play the mission teams, complete the missions, level them up. Now, once you reach to mission team level 50, it's going to go to basically like a prestige mode, I guess you can say, which means from 50 to 100, every rank from 51, 52, and so on, you're going to be getting 75 salvage every time you level up your mission team. So you can add that 75 salvage per rank with all the salvage you're going to be getting from the common supply drops, and as I said, it's going to add up really, really quickly. So the best way to actually level up these mission teams is you want to take like the easiest mission team. Let's say for example you Snapdick and get 5 kills. You want to use a gun that you know you can get 5 kills and go beyond that. You can get yourself 10 kills, 25, 30. That way you can get, well, more points for your mission. And if you run into a challenge that's a little too difficult for you, let's say for example, let's just use the headshot challenge, right? Get 2 headshots in one game. If that's a little too difficult for your playstyle, you know, you can just leave it as it is, just use it, waste it, because by the end of the game you're still going to get 1,000 points just for trying, and that 1,000 points still goes to the mission team, and the mission itself will be reset for, or be replaced with another mission come the next round. So maybe it'll be replaced with something easier, allowing you to get even more points for the mission, slowly earning even more salvage. Or you could just do it the old-fashioned way by buying some COD points, spending it on rare supply drops, and getting the bonus salvage that way. But I feel like a lot of people don't really want to do that, especially with COD points. So, as I said, the best way is just get your keys and just open nothing but common supply drops. And the good thing about this is, as I said, when you open rare supply drops, a lot of people are anticipating to get something amazing. But, you know, when you don't, you're really disappointed and you start hating supply drops for that. But when you open common supply drops, I mean, let's face it, when you open a common, you're not really expecting to get anything that great. But when you actually do get something really good from a common supply drop, it's really surprising, and it makes you feel really happy, because you never expected something that good from a crappy box like the common supply drops, alongside all of the salvage you get. So, if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. Let me know if you're going to try this technique, and let me know if it actually works for you. It's working for me really well. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavantosMan, and as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!